My name is Jamie. Every day I wake up very early, at 4:30 a.m. My small hut is dark and cold in the morning. The floor is hard and the walls feel empty. I shiver for a few moments. Then I quickly wash my face with cold water. I tie my hair tightly, because it should not fall on my face while I work. I eat a little, usually some leftover rice or bread I saved from the day before. Then I put on my old sari, worn and thin, and leave my hut by 5 a.m. The streets are quiet at first. The city is still sleeping. My eyes are sleepy, but my feet keep moving. The narrow lanes are empty, except for a few stray dogs and birds looking for food. I walk carefully, because the roads are dirty and sometimes slippery. My feet are already sore, but I cannot stop. I have to reach the first house on time. I start work in 3 different houses every day. My hands wash utensils until they feel rough and red. I sweep floors again and again, making sure no dust stays behind. I clean bathrooms, scrub tiles, and mop floors. Sometimes I cook simple food for the family: rice, vegetables, or lentils. The work is heavy, but I do it because I have no other choice. I work fast, so that I can finish all the houses before it gets too late. My day begins before the sun rises, and sometimes it feels like the sun is the only thing I cannot touch. Even though I am tired, I do not complain. I tell myself, Jamie, you must work. You must keep going. I think about my little son. I think about giving him food, clean clothes, and a better life. That thought keeps me moving, even when my back hurts and my hands are tired. This is my life every day. It is hard. It is exhausting. But it is my life, and I have to live it. Every morning I wake up, leave my hut, and start again. Before the sun rises, I am already working, trying to make life a little better for me and my son. My feet hurt even before I reach the first house. The roads are rough, full of small stones and dust. Every step makes my feet ache. Sometimes I want to sit down and rest, but I cannot. I must keep walking. I must reach the first house on time. My son is waiting for me at home. He is small and depends on me. I cannot stop, no matter how much my body hurts. My shoulders ache from carrying water and lifting heavy buckets. My hands are rough and red from washing utensils all day. My back feels stiff from bending over to sweep floors and clean bathrooms. Every muscle in my body screams in pain. But I cannot listen to the pain. I have work to do, and I have responsibilities to my son. When I feel tired, I remind myself, Jamie, you must stay strong. For your son. These words give me courage. They give me strength to continue. I think about my little boy waiting at home, wearing old clothes, hoping for a meal, hoping I bring him something to eat. I think about his small hands and his smiling eyes. The thought of him gives me energy, even when my body feels weak. Sometimes people shout at me. Some say, move faster. Some look down on me because I am poor. Sometimes they do not even say hello. It hurts my heart, but I try not to think about it. I focus on my son instead. I focus on the little happiness I can give him. That thought keeps me moving forward. I have learned to live with pain. I know it will not go away, but I can use it to make myself stronger. Every ache in my feet, every pain in my shoulders, every stiffness in my back reminds me that I am working for someone I love. That pain is not wasted. It is part of my life. So every day I keep walking. Keep working, keep lifting, keep cleaning. and keep moving. My body is tired, but my heart is strong. My pain reminds me that I am alive. My son reminds me that I must survive. And that thought makes me continue, no matter how hard the day is. My husband left me many years ago. One day, he said he was going away and never came back. At first, I thought he would return. I waited for days and nights. I called his name, hoping he would answer. But he never did. My heart felt empty, and my eyes were full of tears. I cried for months. I could not eat properly. I could not sleep. My small hut felt colder than before. But crying did not change anything. It did not bring him back. I remember the nights when I lay on the hard floor, holding my son close to me. He was small, warm, and trusting. He needed me, but I had nothing to give. I felt scared. I thought, how will I live alone? How will I raise this child? The fear was heavy, but I knew I could not give up. I wiped my tears and told myself, Jamie, you must be strong. You have a child depending on you. From that day, I decided to raise my son alone. I promised myself that no matter how hard life became, I would not let him suffer like I did. I would work every day, even when my body was tired. I would give him food, clothes, and love. I would make sure he went to school one day. I would protect him from hunger and pain as much as I could. Life became very hard. I had no help, no money, and no one to talk to. But I learned to manage small things. I cooked simple meals. I cleaned small houses. I walked long distances to earn enough for the day. Sometimes I felt weak. Sometimes I wanted to give up. But I could not. My son's small hands and trusting eyes kept me moving. Even now, when I feel tired or lonely, I remember that promise. I promised myself to fight for him, to work for him, and to never let him feel alone. That promise gives me strength every day. It is stronger than hunger, stronger than pain, and stronger than the cold nights. It is my reason to keep going. Every morning before I leave for work, I touch his head and whisper, "Stay safe, my child." He sleeps peacefully, not knowing how hard I work for him. But that is how I want it. I want him to feel loved, not worried. I give him extra food even if I stay hungry. Many nights we have only a little rice and some vegetables. I put more food on his plate and less on mine. He sometimes says, "Mom, you also eat." I smile and say, "I am not very hungry." But the truth is, I want him to grow strong. I want him to have a better life. When he plays outside with other children, I stand at the door and watch. His laughter is like music to me. It makes me forget my worries for a moment. I want him to play, smile, and dream big. I do not want him to grow up with fear or sadness. He should dream of being a doctor, a teacher, or anything he wants. I will support him, even if life becomes harder for me. Every night before we sleep, I tell him, one day your life will be better than mine. He hugs me and says, "Mom, I will make you proud." Those words are like medicine for my tired heart. They heal me. They keep me going. I eat leftover food from the homes I work in. Sometimes the food is fresh and warm. Sometimes it is cold or a little dry. I do not complain. I eat whatever I get because it keeps my body alive. Some days I am very hungry, but I cannot waste time thinking about hunger. I have work to do, and I have a son to feed. I remember one morning when I got a little extra rice from a kind lady. I felt so happy. I shared it with my son, and we both smiled. Those small pieces of food feel like gifts to me. They are not just meals, they are hope. They help me keep moving, keep working, and keep living. I wear old saris that my employers give me. The cloth is faded and thin, but it is enough to cover me. Some days when the sun is strong or when it rains, I feel the sari is not enough. But I remind myself that clothes are not the most important thing. Food and safety are more important. Still, I am grateful for what I have. I know that some people have nothing at all. I am lucky to have even a little. Life of leftovers is hard. I see other women wearing clean and bright clothes, eating warm meals at home with their children. Sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I wish my life was like theirs. But then I look at my son, his small face, his laughter, his trust in me. These things are more valuable than anything. They make me strong. They make me smile, even when I am tired. One morning, I was cooking in the kitchen as usual. I had started early, like every day, so I could finish my work on time. I was stirring a pot of rice when suddenly, everything felt strange. My head felt light and my vision blurred. My hands stopped moving. The spoon slipped from my fingers. My knees felt weak. Before I could understand what was happening, I fell to the floor. I fainted. When I opened my eyes, I was lying on a bed in a small hospital room. I felt weak and scared. My heart was beating fast and my hands trembled. I tried to sit up, but a gentle hand stopped me. I saw the lady of the house standing beside me. She looked worried. Her eyes were kind and her voice was soft. "Jamie, don't try to get up," she said. "You need rest." She explained that I had fainted because I had been working too hard without eating properly. She said my body was tired and I needed food, water, and care. I felt ashamed. I had never let anyone see me weak before. I had always tried to be strong for my son, for myself. But now I realized that even the strongest people need help sometimes. The lady called an aunt and made sure I was taken to the hospital safely. She stayed with me while the doctor checked my blood pressure, gave me water, and gave me medicine. I could not stop crying quietly. No one had ever cared for me like this before. No one had ever taken the time to help me. When I was in pain, her kindness touched my heart deeply. After a while, I felt a little better. I realized that sometimes it is okay to accept help. I had spent so many years working alone, struggling every day. But that day taught me that help can come from unexpected places. I promised myself that I would continue working hard, but I would also take care of my health. I learned that my body is important because my son needs me. From that morning, I understood something very important. Even when life is hard, kindness and care can make a big difference. That day stayed in my heart forever. A few days after I got better, the lady of the house called me. I was nervous when I went to her. I thought she wanted something from me. But then she said something that I will never forget. She said, "Jamie, send your son to school. I will pay the fees." I could not believe my ears. My hands started shaking, and my eyes filled with tears. I folded my hands and bowed my head. I wanted to cry loudly, but I controlled myself. For the first time in many years, I saw a new future for my child. I saw him learning letters, reading books, and playing with other children without worry. I saw hope. I thanked her again and again. "Thank you, madams, thank you." "I don't know how to repay you," I said, my voice trembling. She smiled softly and said, "You don't have to repay me. Just let your son go to school and study well." That is enough. I thought about my son immediately. His small face, his curious eyes, and his little hands. I remembered all the nights. He asked me to read stories to him. I remembered how he would look at other children with school bags and shiny shoes and wish he could go too. Now that wish could come true. That night when I went home, I told my son everything. At first, he could not believe it. His eyes grew wide, and he jumped in excitement. "Really, Mom? I can go to school?" he asked. I nodded and hugged him tightly. We both cried. He cried with happiness, and I cried with relief and joy. From that day, our life began to change slowly. I still work hard, but now I have a purpose beyond survival. I work for his education, his dreams, and his future. I wake up early and leave home not just to earn money, but to give my child the life I could not have. Now my son goes to an English medium school. Every morning, he wears a clean uniform. His shirt is bright and his shoes are polished. He carries shiny books in his small bag. When he leaves home, he waves at me with a big smile. I watch him go, feeling proud and happy. My heart feels lighter, even though I know the day ahead will be long and tiring. He comes home every evening full of stories. He talks about his teacher, his classmates, and the games he played. Sometimes he tries to teach me English words. "Mom, this is A. This is B. This is cat," he says. I smile and nod. I do not know many words, but I listen carefully. I feel happy that he is learning. I feel proud that he has a chance to go to school and study. Sometimes he struggles with homework. I cannot help him much, but I sit beside him and encourage him. I tell him, "Do your best, my son. You will learn slowly, but you will learn." He listens to me and tries again. I see determination in his eyes, and it makes me strong. I know that one day he will be able to read and write very well. My son's happiness is my happiness. His success is my success. I also watch him grow in confidence. He asks questions, talks to teachers, and makes small friends. He learns not only from books but also from life. I feel proud that he is not afraid of challenges. I feel proud that he dreams big. Every night I hug him and say, "My son, I will always support you. One day you will make a good life for yourself. You will make me proud." He hugs me back and says, "Mom, I will try my best." His words fill my heart with hope. I look at him and see his small eyes shining with hope. I see his bright uniform, his neat hair, and his shiny books. I remember the days when he had nothing. No school, no books, no chance to dream. Now he has everything he needs to grow, learn, and succeed. And it is because of him that I work so hard. His happiness gives my life meaning. Even though my life is still hard, I do not feel hopeless anymore. I wake up early every day, work in 3 houses, cook, clean, sweep, and wash dishes. My hands are tired, my back aches, and sometimes my feet bleed. But I keep going. I know that my struggles are not just for me. They are for him, for his future, for his dreams. I imagine one day sending him to college. I imagine him wearing a clean uniform, reading books, and smiling without worry. I imagine him standing tall in the world, proud of what he has learned. I imagine telling him, "I am proud of you, my son," and him replying, "I could not have done it without you, Mom." That thought makes my heart warm. Until that day comes, I keep working. I keep cleaning, cooking, and running between houses. I keep saving every small coin I can. I keep dreaming, even on the hardest days. I know that one day, All the pain and tiredness will be worth it. My son's success will be my biggest reward. And so every night, I hug him again, whisper a prayer for him, and tell myself, Jamie, keep going. Keep dreaming, keep working. His life is my pride. His future is my hope. And with that hope in my heart, I know I can face anything tomorrow.